Good morning. What a beautiful scene, first thing in the morning. People over there fishing on the dock. I just listen to those birds. They are enjoying life too. Everywhere you look, seems so picturesque. See the moon. Ow. See the moon coming up over the trees, or going down over the trees. So full of life here. All right, well, we have a couple things planned today. Got to make a last leg of our trip south to South Padre Island. I really like how the sun is hitting those trees right there. I'm gonna have to go get my camera out again. All right, let's go. Let's hit the road. Well, I gotta say, this was a pretty nice campground. I slept good, although I did, I forgot to put my food up, and I had a cooler out on the, what do we got? You see them? Check them out over on the right hand side. You see what I see? Are they gonna go anywhere? There they go. Oh, we got a little, oh cool, there's some little ones too. Just take your time, guys. I'm in no hurry. Those are, they've got to be feral pigs. Oh, there's a fourth one catching up. Oh, funny. All right. Well, that was a nice little show. All right, so to finish my story, I left my cooler out, my smaller cooler out with some lunch meat, and I had, a couple drinks in there, and it was up on top of the picnic table. Now the lunch meat, it was inside of like a little Tupperware thing so it could float on the ice water, and inside there was an open container lunch meat and an unopened. And when I got up this morning, I saw that the lid had been opened and closed, but not closed all the way. And I went over to look, and all the lunch meat that had been opened was gone, but not the. He left everything else. So probably raccoon. I don't think those pigs could have got up there, but I don't think a raven or anything like that could have got in there. Anyways, this is kind of really the only way to turn around to get in the direction we're going. So I decided, why not just film it, and we'll take a little tour through Laredo International Airport. When I went to get some groceries, this is how I had to take the same way from that campground I was at. It's not the easiest way to get into the park just because of the way the freeway is set up, but nice little airport. Small for an international airport, I would have thought. I don't know a lot about airplanes. Or I don't know a lot about airports. Border Patrol sitting there waiting. Well, it's a nice clean little airport. It's not too busy. Reminds me kind of a lot of the Grand Junction, Colorado airport. It's pretty small like that. Well, at least it used to be. Haven't been there in a long, long time. Alright, so straight ahead of us is the international border between US and Mexico. Get over here so I don't end up in the wrong place. But yeah, straight ahead of us actually there's the bridge that crosses the Rio Grande, the international bridge. But we're really close to old part of downtown, and I wanted to take a quick drive through there. Another thing I really like to do is, especially if it's kind of early, is drive through these places when there's not a ton of traffic, just to see, get a little bit better, take more time looking at some of the buildings. Border Heritage Museum. I was going to stop there. Oh, there's American Legion. Wow, that is a very pretty building. That pink. I like that. I was going to stop at the... Let me let this car pass. But I was going to stop at that museum, but when I was reading the reviews, all clear, it said that you just never know. Sometimes it's open, sometimes it's not open, even when the hours say it should be. So I didn't plan on it, and the parking lot looked empty. So, wow, this has that old town feel. It's got the little Juliet balconies up on top. I like that. And this is like a park over here on the right. Wow, look at this. It's got some day laborers, looks like, up here. They're checking me. I'm letting this lady get out. Well, she's just gonna park there. Okay. Alright. Yeah, these guys are checking me out. Nope, I don't need any. No work today. Sorry, buddy. Wow, there's a whole bunch. There's a whole bunch of day laborers here. Nice little park, though. And this red brick road really adds to the atmosphere. There's still quite a few cars. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning. Still quite a few cars here. Just a little bit ago we passed a church, and now I'm hearing the church bells going off. Just even adds even more atmosphere. Well, it looks like my escort has arrived. Alright. Take me out of here, sir. Well, let's see here. We've got Plaza. This doesn't look quite as old. Oh, look at that old theater. That does look really cool there. Reminded me, had the old ticket booth on the outside. There's nobody on this road. This has I don't know, makes me feel like I'm back in since 1881. Has that 70s type feel, maybe. Big old department store windows. Whoa, don't go in front of me there. The architecture, the Southwest style. Wow. This is cool. I'm so glad I drove down here. Even though that museum wasn't open, I'm enjoying this just as much, I think. Alright, well, I think on that note, we're gonna head out of town. Gonna make it all the way to South Padre Island today. We're about 4 hours, a little under 4 hours if you were to drive straight through to South Padre Island. And the towns are few and far between, but I've managed to find a couple spots that look really interesting. And I think I'm going to enjoy taking a look at some of these. And also, maybe some of these small towns I can talk to a local and maybe they can point me in the right direction of something else that I didn't catch. Just up the road is a small town called Oilton, and it's, from what I saw, it's a small little town, but it looked like it had some very, very interesting older buildings. Some looked like they are abandoned, and that's kind of what I'm looking for, as long as they're not marked as do not enter or no trespassing kind of thing. Alright, so we are just getting to the outskirts of town. I gotta say, I'm enjoying this type of travel, getting off the freeways, just kind of taking my time. Do these small towns like this. Check this out. Yeah, this looks promising. These old buildings on the right. Like another old building up here on the left. And then, oh, hold on. I gotta turn around real quick. This is why I like to drive through these small towns. What a cool little gas station this was. And there's a residence back here. Not sure if somebody still lives there or not. Let's take a quick look back here. Somebody might be living back there. I don't know. But this is wow, this is unusual, isn't it? That was the bathroom. Small little place just to get some gas. I like the way these arches, you definitely have that Santa Fe feel. Boy, it's really overgrown back here. But then right next to it is this other old building. It had bars up. Nah, nobody's living in that house anymore. That's the residence behind the gas station. Looks like this was maybe a grocery store or something. It had these hooks up there, hold some kind of awning up. Now it's a pretty nice little courtyard. They've got some rocks going in there now and some seats to sit on. We'll walk around the end here. Look at these old hinges. Don't work anymore. There were a couple of, it's kind of like a limestone or something underneath a stucco or plaster. Uh-oh, looks like I have company. Looks to be a police officer. I better go see what he wants, make sure I'm not doing something wrong. Nope, not in trouble. He was just kind of seeing what I was up to, and as I explained to him what I was doing, He's like, oh, hey, you need to go up here to this road, take a left, and then down there's a historical marker, and then there's an old restaurant. He doesn't know if it's open yet or not, or if it's open today or not, but he said I should stop by. It's a little historical marker too. So that turned out to be a pretty good little stop. And I didn't even have to try and find a local to ask. He just happened to come along, see me park there, and man, yeah, just turned into another little lead. We'll see what it looks like. He said it's a couple miles up here. A nice little park over there on the left. Oh, look at that old structure there on the left. Wow, there's some pretty neat old buildings back here too. Now there's a train up there. Good, they'll let me slow down, take a little time to... Yeah, there's some pretty cool buildings back there. Just look how green it is. But you know what? I think the place I need to go to, if I'm seeing it right, it's just right up here before I even get to the railroad tracks. See, there's a historical marker there, so... Oh yeah, cool. It's got a flag there. Oh, this is gonna be neat. Let me get parked. Take a right here. See a little spot that I can park. Wow, look at that. That's a neat little building there too, and another one. All right, this looks kind of fun. All right, here's Lala's Cafe. It's a historical marker. Eduarda Lala Banda. She was born near Mexico, 1910. Tortillas, Lala's Kitchen. Wow. It's still a working cafe. He said I should stop in and grab something to eat, but I'm finding so much stuff to do and look at. Here's some more old buildings. You can really get lost in towns like this and the history. Man, just what were these, I wonder? Look at this old, neat old house back here. It's private property. Just imagine sitting on the front porch. Now this is really close to the train tracks, so it might get a little bit noisy. And there's an old tin building back there too. I'm gonna drive a little bit farther back because there is just, I want to get to that other marker. Hi. But yeah, maybe we'll drive across the tracks. All right, so he said it's a little bit past Lala's Cafe. When I was walking out, Lala was just there, or I don't know if that was Lala, but she was getting ready to open and asked if I wanted something. Oh, look at that. Neat. Wow. Colorful buildings. But she asked if I wanted something to eat, and I had to politely decline. We need to kind of get down the road a little bit. Look at this building right here. There's got to be a picture in there. Yep. I gotta excuse me while I stop and take a picture. Well, that building had some character. It wasn't the oldest building around, but with the falling bricks. Half the building is collapsed. That's what I like taking pictures of. Alright, well, I see another historical marker. So this must be the second one that he told me about. I see the marker, but I don't see what it is. Well, let me get parked. We'll get out and see what it has to say. Let's see here. Here's another. Born in Lincoln County, Missouri, graduated at law. Oliver Winfield Killam, 1874. Discoverer of the first commercial oil field in South Texas. All right. He was crowned King of Petrol, King Petrol at Oil Mills Jubilee Laredo. 1937. Well, and you can kind of see some other buildings off in the distance. All right, well, we got to head back. Wow, what a nice little town. Oilton, Texas. Turned out to be a really nice little place. It got some good pictures, I think. I think I got some good ones there, some that I enjoy taking. And I really do appreciate the police officer that pointed me in the right direction out to Lala's Cafe. So we're just getting into Brunei, Texas. I believe that's how it's pronounced. But there's another historical marker up here that I wanted to see. Uh-oh. Get out of the road, kitty cat. Get out of the road. All right. Coast is clear. Wow, look at that old Shamrock gas station. Mom and pop store. Oh, there was that was just covered in brush though. Too bad. It was an old building. There's another. Looks like it was burned out. Texas has some really nice towns. I mean, for what I like to do, get out and check out the old buildings. There's some good places in Texas. It looks like. Look at this building on the left. This house. All right, here's our marker. And I even see a little building out in the field. Let's see here. Another historical marker. Brunei, 1856 to 1931. It's a historic settlement. Texas-Mexican Railroad built station on one of the Brunei's ranches. Wow, look at that. Post office, 1900. Huh. You can kind of see part of the building there. Or part of a building. I've seen a lot of this. You see a lot of this when you're driving down the road. Like fluffy vines or something. All right. I just couldn't help it. I had to see what building was out here. This just gives us a good bird's eye view of one of the buildings from the original settlement out here. Like late 1800s. Just another building that's just being taken back, and a lot of people just pass right by it, don't even know it's there. All right, that was a cool little stop. Got the see what that ruins looks like, and around all those bushes. It was hard to tell. Well, you can see way off in the distance. It's clouds are building. Looks like some rain up there. And to be honest with you, it's kind of nice when it's cloudy. When it's hot and when it's sunny like this, that humidity really seems to kick in. We're coming up to a town called Hebbronville, and it's an old ranching town, like in the 1870s or something like that. Now I have to, after leaving places like Oilton, I try to go just pay a lot of attention to some of these old houses. Maybe we'll find another cool little spot like that gas station. But it's starting to, everything here looks a little bit newer, so there's less of a chance that we're going to find something like that. But I will definitely have my eyes open for something. There's always something. There's always something that you can find. Just takes a little bit of time. The photographer in me, I've kind of trained myself to look for small little things that catch my eye. And also, sorry, got distracted. Thought I saw something. But yeah, and also I consider myself an introvert. So as an introvert, we're always just kind of kicking back. We're in the back of the room observing people, observing things. So we're always the ones to sit back and take in all the information before we decide to speak up. So that's kind of helped me with photography, is just learning how to observe. See what I mean? I see two things right here by each other. First, I want to stop at this. Looks like an old jail, and there's a museum here, and I kind of want to check it out. Maybe we can get in there. Well, this was a little bit of an unscheduled stop. I just found out that they're not here too often. Jim Hogg County Old Jail Museum. American Windmill. You hear that bell ringing down there? That's kind of a neat jail here, huh? 2 floors. Well, I was passing right by it, thought we'd take a quick stop. Took a chance, see if it's open, but no go. Still fun little stop. Across the street is another old building. Boy, wish I could get over there. I wonder what that was. Look at that. Yeah, I'd like to get in. It's got a Santa Fe feel to it. So it's 3 stories. Like that old fire escape coming out. That is neat. All right, well, looks like we'll have to hit the road a little bit. Well, I had to know what that was, so I did a little bit of research. And that is the abandoned Hotel Vigo. You can see it was the original part was built in 1915. And for businessmen with the train, corporations, all that. And then they also, the area ranchers used it as a fortress when they feared Pancho Villa was gonna maybe try and attack them or something. But there was a southern addition that was built on in 1924. That's what I'm talking about. You just don't know what you're gonna find in some of these small towns like this. That is cool. There's a historical marker somewhere, but I think it's all fenced off now and you can't get over there anymore. Also, you can see here, the south addition right there was the part that was added in 1924. And the northern part over here was added or built in 1915. Looks like at one point there was, is that medical? At first I thought it might have been a hospital, but nope. It's right by a busy road. How neat is that? See? All you gotta do is stop, take a little time, and you find out some history. All right, we have really got to put some miles in because I have a place reserved at our destination and I gotta get down there for that. I'm still a ways away. One last look. Hotel Vigo. Let's go. All right, we are just out of Hebbronville, and that's the town we were just in. You can kind of see the hospital off in the distance. But look how green it is here, and also look how flat. Man, I didn't realize how flat West Texas really was. And that's the road we're heading down. So somewhere off in that direction is the Gulf of Mexico. It's a ways away still, but man, just look how flat and green it is. So working our way back in towards Hebbronville. That's the road we came out of town on. Man, just look at that. It's a nice little town. Small town. You know, one thing that I've noticed driving down through these the small roads like this is I kind of knew that there were going to be a lot of ranches, but what I didn't expect to see was you can see the gate, the fenced off gate where they pull in to get out of traffic. But in a lot of these places, especially the bigger ones, they have a family plot with like a history of burials from the family throughout the years. So I thought that was really interesting, and I've seen it quite a bit coming down here. Just not sure if that was an old family thing that they still do that. I don't know. If you know, I'd like to know about that. All right, I had to make a quick U-turn. I was driving through and I saw this historical marker, and it said something about La Salle something. So I just wanted to take a quick look and see what we can find. There's some storyboards, so we'll check those out too. Oh man, feels good to stretch the old legs. Saw this little historical marker, the Rio Grande Valley Civil War Trail. There's a little plaque over here, a couple storyboards over there we'll check out, but first, El Sal Del Rey, Salt of the King. Directly to the north, upon Spanish discovery, claim for king under old law that salt was money. People of white area got salt here. All right. Sol Del Rey established Texas laws for private ownership of lands. Interesting. All right, let's go see here. La Sol Del Rey. Sitting atop an estimated 4 million tons of salt. Wow. One of 3 hypersaline lakes. La Sol Del Rey is part of the lower Rio Grande. It's a wildlife refuge. Okay. No littering or dumping. You're looking for the lake. This is not the best place. It's just 3 miles round trip. For visitors wanting to get to the lake, we recommend going to the entrance on Brushland Road. All right, maybe we'll have to do that. But here's the trail if you want to go this way. See if we can't get over to that lake. I want to check it out now. So it's not too far up here, but this looks, those white puffy clouds. It looks nice against this green, these trees and grasses. That's pretty. But yeah, I'm kind of excited to see this lake now. That's 4 million tons of salt. But yeah, all right, this is going to be my turn off. I did a little Google search to get some directions over there. So it looks like we can park pretty close and then hopefully get over there and hike up to the lake a little bit. All right, well, gate's open. All clear. I think it just says that it closes at dusk or something like that. But yeah, we're a little bit deeper into these mesquites. And I can kind of see it's probably, I don't know, a mile up the road. There's going to be a trailhead that we can take, or that we can park at, and then from there, see how far in we can hike and get to that lake, hopefully. All right, here we are. It was a little bit farther than I thought, but it's 10 miles an hour speed limit too, so it goes kind of slow. And there's nobody here. And yeah, so there's the trailhead. I'm gonna get parked and see what we can find out. Well, it's probably about, I don't know, a couple miles down this dirt road. Nesting season, March through August. I'm not sure how far away the shoreline is. Ooh. Wow. Let's see. This doesn't tell me how far away it is. Oh, there's another one. Not worried about me at all, are they? This is a wildlife refuge. It's beautiful looking at all this wild grasses. Boy, I'm glad that sun's kind of out of the behind a cloud. Because when it's out, man, it is a whole different kind of heat than I'm used to. Hopefully it's just right down here. I'm gonna walk as fast as I can because I'm a bit of a time crunch. It's a nice little path here. If you have a bike, this would be perfect. I see, here's the observation deck. I wonder what we can see here. Whew. A long history. Oh, there it is. Wow. Let's come up here first. A long history. As far back as prehistoric times, the lake was an important source of salt. I'm out of breath. I kind of jogged a little bit to come out here. Watch for wildlife. Yeah, we saw some javelina. Sandhill cranes. Some shorebirds. Wow, it's not very deep. You can see wildlife corridors. Oh look, there's a ocelot. 9-banded armadillo, Texas tortoise. Lower Rio Grande Valley National Wildlife Refuge. Established in 1990 to protect the amazing diversity of plants and animals. Wow, oh, there's a, you can see there's a little lagoon or something, a whole bunch of reeds and water right there. Wow, glad I took the time to come out, check this out. See, looks like we might get some rain here pretty quick. So anyways, I think that's gonna do it. That's a really, really interesting place to come visit. All right. See if we can get back to the truck real quick and make up a little bit of time. All right, here we are back again at the trailhead. I was thinking on the way back, since I'm here, I might as well just take an extra couple minutes, see if I can't get that drone up. When I got back, there was some workers there eating their lunch, so I drove down the road a little bit, so I wasn't bugging them. But man, look how beautiful this looks. It is so green, and that shoreline. Wow, that's, you can see right there is where we were parked, where the trailhead is. And man, you could tell we're getting closer. That's the road that we're gonna take to get back out to the highway. One thing I did do is when I was talking, that road just sticks out, man. I was talking to one of the guys that works close to here, and he said that they work at a ranch that has a salt lake like this one, and he said these mesquites, they just absorb all that salt, and they're almost as hard as ironwood. Well, there's another road. It keeps on going forever, it seems like. And here's the lake again. Wow, it just sticks out like an emerald or something. Wow, that was beautiful. They must get a ton of rain here, especially this time of year during monsoons. But look how green the grass is. And I'm not used to seeing like prickly pears like that amongst the green grass, and how green these trees are. It's beautiful. I'm so glad I stopped and saw that historical marker, checked it out, and found out about this lake. All right, so we're back to the road. I'll take a left here, and then the next stop's going to be our final destination, South Padre Island. It's going to be nice getting down there. I have a couple days before my reunion starts, and it's going to be good to see the guys, but I wanted a couple of days just to get my bearings and have a little bit more time to get out and do more things, weather permitting anyways. Well, that last leg, oh, look at these pretty buildings, pastel colors. You can tell we're getting a little bit closer to the Gulf. We're just about there, actually. That last leg was really, really pretty. Got a little bit of rain, but now we're getting into town. You can see a lot more businesses, which means more traffic. Wow, it's been a fun trip. What, 4 or 5 days, 5, 6 days to get down here? Oh, check out this building. There's a turtle or something. There's a lizard on that wall. There is the bridge. I've been waiting to see that thing for a while. That is the bridge to get us over to South Padre Island. And it is the longest bridge in Texas. Look how pretty this is. Oh, cool. Check that out. There's a barge. It's going underneath the bridge anyways. Oh, that's a long barge too. This is beautiful. And it's a big change in scenery. And it seems to happen all of a sudden too. It's like you're in green trees, and then you're in the Gulf Coast. Wow. This is a long bridge. The sign back there said to watch out for pelicans. So I guess they land up here or something. I don't know. I've seen a couple flying by as we were going. Wow, that island looks very nice over there too. You can see a lot of looks like skyscrapers, probably condos or something over there. This would be a good time to remind you, if you like this kind of content, just reach down and click that like button and subscribe if you haven't. And just remember to get the notification bell so that it'll remind you every time I put a video out. You'll get a little notice. And I cannot wait to get into town. I've got a couple days, so yeah, just because we're here doesn't mean the trip is over. I'm going to spend some time, go check out some of the sites South Padre has to offer. I noticed a lighthouse that was just before we crossed the bridge. I want to still go check that out. Of course, all the beaches. See if I can't find some sort of pier to get out onto. I'm going to fly the drone as much as I can. And also, this is where SpaceX, we're real close to where SpaceX facility is down here, so I wanted to go check that out. And I kind of see off to the right is the Aweigh I'm going to be staying at for the next couple of days. Right on that little spit of land over there. Yeah, this is going to be nice. I can't wait. I'm happy to see the change in terrain, boost my spirits a little bit. Wow, check this out. But oh, check this out. Here it is. Here's what I've been waiting for. South Padre Island, Texas. Sweet. All right, well, here is the Aweigh I'm going to be staying at. I called ahead, made some reservations, and yeah, they had no problem. No problem with tent sites. I still am staying at a tent site here. I have electricity just to charge the batteries up, or run the coffee maker, that sort of thing. But yep, I will be sleeping in the back of my truck. Let me get checked in. All right, all checked in. So this is where I'm going to be calling home for the next couple of nights. It is humid. Have to admit, we'll have to see how that goes. But this looks really nice. Really nice little place here. All right. Hey buddy, how you doing? Well, I see my camping spot up here. They said they put a cone in front of it and that I wouldn't have any company tonight. So I don't know what kind of fools camp in a truck in the humidity and heat. But anyways, I think that's gonna do it. I'm gonna sign off now, and just remember, never say goodbye, always see you later.